My name is Arian. I was 23 years old and working in a small office in the city. Every day I took the same bus home. It was the last bus of the night, the 11:40 bus. Most of the time, the bus was almost empty. One rainy Thursday night, I was very tired. I had worked late. When I reached the bus stop, the rain was falling heavily. I stood under the small shelter and waited. A few minutes later, a girl came and stood beside me. She was holding a red umbrella. She looked about my age. She had a simple face and quiet eyes. We didn't talk at first. We just waited for the bus. When the bus finally came, we both got on. There were only 3 other people inside. I sat near the window. She sat 2 seats away from me. After a few minutes, she looked at me and said, "Excuse me, do you know if this bus goes to Green Park?" I nodded. "Yes, it does. I'm also going that way." She smiled a little. "Thank you. I usually take an earlier bus, but today I got late." We started talking slowly. Her name was Mira. She worked in a bookshop. She loved reading old storybooks. I told her I worked in an office and that I didn't like my job very much. She laughed softly and said, "At least you have a job. Many people are still looking." The bus moved slowly through the rainy streets. The windows were covered with water drops. Inside, it felt warm and quiet. We talked about small things, favorite books, rainy days, and how the city feels different at night. When the bus reached her stop, she stood up. She looked at me and said, "It was nice talking to you. I hope you get a better job someday." I smiled and replied, "Thank you. Maybe I'll see you on this bus again." She nodded, opened her red umbrella, and stepped down into the rain. I watched her walk away until she disappeared around the corner. The next day, I kept thinking about that short conversation. It was nothing special, but it felt peaceful. For the first time in a long while, I didn't feel completely alone on the way home. I started taking the 11:40 bus every night after that, even when I finished work early. Sometimes the bus was empty, sometimes there were other people. But Mira never came again. 3 weeks later, on another rainy night, I saw a red umbrella at the bus stop. My heart beat a little faster. When I got closer, I saw it was her. She looked up and smiled. "You're still taking the last bus?" she asked. I nodded. "Yes. And you?" She laughed. "I got late again." We sat together that night. This time the conversation was longer. She told me she was saving money to study literature. I told her I was thinking of leaving my job and trying something new. We both felt a little braver after talking. When her stop came, she didn't get down immediately. She looked at me and said, "If you want, we can meet for coffee this Sunday. Not on a bus, somewhere normal." I smiled and said, "I would like that." She got down, opened her red umbrella, and walked into the